Hello, this is Chanakya Joshi from Get a Connect, and you are listening to the CLO Talks. Our mission is to help you use learning for real business outcomes. In the last episode, we found out the problems with the typical old style sales funnel, how we should forget sales funnel as they focus only on customers, which only means revenue to many, and start focusing on all stakeholders, which in reality is focusing on your business. You must use learning funnels in this digital era to scale up your business. Yes, it is possible. In fact, anything is possible today with AI coming in picture and growing stronger and stronger. In this episode, let's talk about how we should look at AI. It has been taking baby steps for last 30 odd years, but suddenly in last 5 months with ChatGPT coming in, it has taken a really big leap. Suddenly, it looks like real AI. Let us talk about how we should look at AI in this episode. But before that, a reminder about this podcast. Our mission is to help you use learning for real business outcomes, and we are going to cover each and everything step by step to help you reposition your L&D, build learning funnels to scale up your business, and achieve that mission. To ensure that you don't miss out on the future episodes, do like and subscribe to this podcast and continue this journey to revitalize your L&D. Coming back to the topic, the tsunami of digital disruption that we have been talking about has finally arrived. It has taken the footsteps in the form of ChatGPT and is quickly growing at a rapid pace. In this episode, let us discuss about the pros and cons of AI on our businesses, societies, and ourselves, and how we should deal with it. How we should approach AI to start with. Should we fear it like a monster or embrace it like a genie? Let us look at the big picture first so that we can understand the context well. Let's not get into too much technical jargons and keep our discussion limited to its real impact on our lives. What is ChatGPT actually changing? We are used to the ranking system of search engines, Google, Facebook, YouTube, etc., where they have been ranking the content created by us, the humans, and index us to that content so that we can click and go to those websites to learn more. But now, with generative AI, ChatGPT and similar machines are going to generate content for us. It's not only about the content, but they can even create a video, code, and whatnot. Fundamentally, this is going to change the way we look at things completely. We can be benefited by the new technology, and we can also have some downside from the same. Let's take an example. What is the impact of ChatGPT on content marketing? Well, one good point is we now have tremendous power to generate any content at scale. ChatGPT is going to rank our websites better. But that is half the truth. It will also help search engines such as Google or Bing to directly answer user queries in the form of snippets that will come at the top. This might eliminate the user to click on websites, in turn, reducing the website visits on an average from search engines. This is scary as most of the SEO budget of companies is potentially going into a black hole. We don't know what is going to happen as the whole Google economy itself is dependent on promoting content created by others and related ads. This has almost triggered a war between Google and Microsoft, which owns ChatGPT. Google, the search market leader, is going crazy and can do something big to counter Bing plus ChatGPT. Already there are updates from both sides almost on a daily basis. Such is the huge impact of ChatGPT on the whole search engine industry, which has almost triggered a war between the giants Google and Microsoft. There are many more such impacts coming up for individuals as well as businesses. In fact, on the society as a whole. Let us look at it briefly in terms of pros and cons. Let's talk of pros first. AI is going to be your new assistant. Imagine all the menial jobs are done for you by machines. What a wonderful world that will be. This is going to affect from bottom to the top. From the normal work that we do to even a potential change in our human education system. There are a lot of positives that can come from AI. I always wonder why the hell are our kids still learning the addition and subtraction of numbers, which can be easily done by computers. This and many more basic assumptions can be questioned. What are the cons of AI? Well, if we use AI in only 20% of our existing jobs, imagine what will happen. Suddenly, we will have nothing to do. Although it is good in the long term, but the simple thought of learning new things is scary to a lot of humans. Remember, we are animals. We hate change. Once things are set, we find our own comfort in that. Suddenly, if AI is going to take over my existing tasks, I'm not even saying jobs here, I will feel uncomfortable. This is typically a case of boss, in this case a human, getting feared of a promising employee, which is ChatGPT, isn't it? Intellectually, everything that we have been doing till now in our jobs will suddenly look meaningless. This is one of the major cause of concern about this technology as it is directly going to affect a lot of jobs and lifestyles. There is one more cause of major concern, and that is the ethical issues. Imagine if AI is copying your voice and using it against you. We already are getting fooled by the media, which has always been the case traditionally, but AI is going to take this to the next level. We will not even find out the difference in a post or an article by a man or a machine. That is the reason why there is a lot of talk on controlling the AI. With these major pros and cons, there is one more con we must look at: change management. One of the major reasons why most of the government or corporate initiatives fail is change management. This is because we overestimate change and underestimate the change management. Our government's democracy, law, decision making is very slow compared to the rate of change that AI is bringing. This is also true for corporates. To handle this change, we need a proper change management at all levels. Let us respect the change management more than the change itself. Bill Gates has compared this AI revolution as one of the four major change events in his lifetime. This is that big. Think of the auto industry. We are now used to cars, but this industry is more than 100 years old. The way we still go to a driving school to learn a car, we need to learn how to drive a ChatGPT. To use generative AI intelligently, human beings need to use their own intelligence first. We are animals who live in a society which is taught to do tasks. Can we handle it? Can we delegate tasks to ChatGPT intelligently? Can we use all its features well? Have we really used all the features of an Excel sheet? Well, these are only some of the questions that we need to answer. This is a big topic. No one knows how this will unfold. If you ask me if I were to borrow the stock market parlance, I will say I am cautiously optimistic. I see there is no reason to be pessimistic at all. We have a great machine, rather a genie, at our hands. Let's use it to the fullest. To do this, we need to look at AI as an aid. The key is not to compete against machines, but to compete with machines. This is just a beginning. We will keep on adding new topics on AI and its usage in businesses. I hope this episode was useful to you. You will find all the required text and related links in our newsletter called the CLO Journal. There is a single link in the description below which will open the door to all relevant links to our newsletters available on different platforms. We will continue our journey to use learning for real business outcomes in future episodes with furthermore insights and cover the whole gamut of corporate L&D and start moving towards L&D 2.0. Thank you for listening and see you in the next episode. Till then, outlearn and think of how you can reposition your L&D life R&D.